What's up, everybody? Yeah, make sure I'm not getting the feedback here. Going live to my YouTube channel. Welcome, welcome. Might be the first time I've ever broadcast live to the YouTube channel through Zoom. Just checking to see how that works, but I want to show you something really cool here. There's my YouTube channel, seeing if I can see myself live. So cool to see yourself on the YouTube. Makes me feel like a total celebrity. Yep, there it is live. Cool. That's not what I'm here to show you. What I'm here to show you is my Facebook Ads Manager account. So I'm Tom with Stronghold Training, and we do a lot. I do a lot with Facebook ads. Been doing that for a while, and talk about it a lot in my private client group. We show you how to do this kind of stuff, but it just kind of dawned on me. Something kind of dawned on me. It was really cool. I wanted to show this to you. So most of the time when we think of running ads, we think, I'm going to run an ad and I'm going to get a result. I'm going to run an ad for, selling lipstick, and I'm going to sell lipstick, right? I'm going to run an ad for selling insurance, and people are going to buy insurance. That's typically how we think about it. But when you really get into social media advertising, there's so much more powerful stuff you can do than just run an ad and sell something. And when you start getting into some of the strategies with this, in my private client group, for example, on Monday, we just talk about the strategy. And then on Thursdays, we talk about the actual tactics and how to do it. When you start getting into some of the strategy stuff on how to use social media ads, that's really where I find personally the mind-blowing stuff to be. And so I just wanted to show you my Facebook Ads Manager account to show you an example of something that's so mind-blowing, especially if you're an entrepreneur, if you're like a real estate agent, someone like that, you're trying to run ads on a shoestring budget. You want to understand how to do this. Let me just show you something so cool. Just jumped out at me today. So just about 2 weeks ago, I ran an ad just for a few days. It was just a video that I shot on my iPhone walking through downtown Tampa. And the goal of this ad was to do what's called audience testing. So I wasn't actually running an ad to sell a thing, right? I was running an ad to get some engagement. But the point of the engagement was I wanted to test some audiences. So I launched, I'm launching this week, actually, well, today's Thursday when I'm recording this here. So tomorrow, my mailer hits mailboxes of some businesses I'm targeting for my corporate client services. And then next week is the real push on that campaign. And so I was doing some audience testing, trying to narrow an audience down of people in Tampa that would be interested in those types of topics that I help those people with. So I ran a video ad on performance improvement plans, like the most boring topic you could ever talk about, right? Performance improvement plans. And that was deliberate. I knew that people that would click on an ad that said to watch a video of me just walking downtown talking about performance improvement plans were either just really odd people that want to watch something like that, but most likely it is probably a potential prospect of mine. It's going to be managers, business owners, people that have teams that are concerned about that keyword, performance improvement plans. So I ran about a 4-minute video ad, and I didn't sell anything. I think I may have mentioned actually in the ad about an online training just to see if I got any clicks. But the main reason I was actually running the video was to test the audience. So I picked people that, would be in management in this area of Tampa, and I ran the ad to them to see what kind of engagement I got with that list. And if that list validated itself, I could run more ads to that list, or I could just run ads to the people that engaged with that ad. Here's what I want to show you. Here's the really cool thing. Okay. So looking at my Facebook Ads Manager account here, you can see the ad set. Ad set just means your audience and your budget. I called it Invisible List, just what I named it because I don't know who they are. I just called it that for sake of this test. And Facebook ended up getting this in front of only 718 people. Now I was targeting a very small group, okay? And you can see here that for 352 people watched it for 3 seconds. Now, it doesn't mean they just watched, like 352 people, like for 3 seconds means they might take them 3 seconds to scroll past it, but it may have caught their attention. Okay. 159 people watched it for 10 seconds. So they generally watched it. Anything over 10 seconds, like they began watching it. So something caught their eye, whether it's the background, my face, or the title, I don't know, but they stopped and watched it. I had 96 through plays. I only sent this to a very small select group, and I didn't send it to many. And so I didn't expect these to be big numbers. Again, I'm trying to validate my audience. I'll say that over and over again. That was the point, was to validate my audience. But here's the mind-blowing thing. A through play means they watched the whole thing or they watched 15 seconds. Okay. So it was a 4-minute video. So we know they watched it for 15 seconds or more. And here's the mind-blowing thing. 96 people did that. That's not a lot, but here's what's so cool. Every time someone watched it that long, it only cost me 3 cents. 3 cents. And literally, people that watched it for 3 seconds, it only cost me a penny every time they watched it. You go, why is that a big deal? The reason that's a big deal is because I was trying to validate the audience. So hear me on this. This is so cool. Let me give you a way to compare this. So I just sent a mailer out, dirt cheap. So I went on Vistaprint. I made a postcard. Vistaprint charged me $40 to make the postcard, double-sided, full color, large postcard, nice postcard. Cost me about $40 to make. Okay. Vistaprint also is mailing that postcard to a target list I gave them of 60 clients. And what I love about Vistaprint is they'll do a list that small. Most mailing organizations wouldn't do that. So they're mailing 60 of these out to the people I told them, and it's going to arrive tomorrow and early next week. So, and I just did this like a week ago. So it didn't take them very long. Total cost to have the postcards made and mailed was $80. Okay, so that's cheap. But here's the thing. I have no idea when people get that, if they're going to throw it in the trash, read it and throw it in the trash, read it and keep it. I don't know anything unless they take an action, like call me or go to the website I told them to go to and fill out a form, something like that. I don't know. I have no clue. And it cost me $80, right? To only 60. And I know I'm going to have to send like 3 or 4 pieces of mail to them before I can even say this works or not. But with social media ads, that's not the case. I mean, here's the thing, look at this amount spent total for this ad, $2.52. So for $2.52, I know that this group of people that I sent this to, that 718 of them, or it was shown 718 times. And of that 718 times to these folks, I know that 96 of them are watching it more than 15 seconds. And while this number is small, I do know that 5 of them watch the whole thing. You go, Tom, that's not a lot of people. But here's the thing. I know for $2, $2.50, $2.50, the price of a cup of coffee, I know that I've got 5 folks that were interested in this topic significantly. And I know I've got 23 people watched it more than 25% that were at least interested in the topic. Maybe they didn't want to keep hearing what I had to say, but they are definitely qualified to get another ad. And I know I've got 96 people that are potentially qualified to get another ad. And I know that the other people are not qualified to get another ad. That is tremendous information on an audience list for $2.52. So what I can do now is I can take another ad and I can run it just to those 7 that watched it for more than 50%. I can run it just to the 23. You go, well, Tom, why would you run an ad to only 23 people? Well, I wouldn't. But as I'm building a larger audience, I know these 23 people that are engaged have qualified themselves under this specific topic. And I have other audiences that are similar. And so I can run very, very targeted ads. And when I'm running an ad to only 100 or 200 people, it's not going to cost me more than $2.52 anyway. And so for that low of a price, what you can do is amazing. Now, of course, you take this and you times this by 10. So if I would have kept running this more and doing this more, let's say I had about 1,000 people who were engaged like this. still I'd only be spending 20 bucks, right? And then if I run targeted ads to those people who are highly engaged, I mean, the opportunity for conversion is high, but the metrics, the data I'm getting for this for so cheap is amazing. There's just no other way to do it. Okay, so I don't know if you geeked out on that as much as I did, but a penny a lead is pretty cool. So $2.52 to qualify a list is awesome. So I thought you might think that was interesting. This is what we talk about in my private client group. This is what we really dive in. I show you how to do this. Now, my private client group is not, your typical group for marketers, right? There's better groups out there. If you just want to be a marketer running an ad agency, you probably don't want to join my private client group. You probably already know most of the stuff. But if you're an entrepreneur, if you're like a real estate agent, an insurance salesman, an independent freelancer, you're really that solopreneur, and you don't have a huge budget, you really need to get people into your pipeline where you're talking to people on a regular basis and selling to them, but you need them coming in. You want to use digital marketing to do that, what I call digital prospecting. That's what we focus on in my group. I don't need to train you to be a digital marketer and learn all that complex stuff. But if you want to spend a few bucks and get some folks into your pipeline, then my private client group is for you. So if you want to know more about that, you go to strongholdtraining.com/PCG for private client group. You can go there, check that out. And if you do that in the next couple of days and use coupon code FOUNDER, you can get 25% off. So it only costs you 75 bucks a month. And this is the type of stuff we do. I go in and show you how to do all this, what to say when they respond, how to build the landing pages, and just all that stuff that you're going to want to know how to do. We do that together. So it's pretty cool. So I hope you found that cool. Hope you found that helpful. Hopefully you're using Facebook to build some lists of people and not doing the old school stuff that doesn't work. This stuff is amazing. It works really well. So hope you found that helpful. See you guys next time I go live.